This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview.
Joining us now is George Roach, the CEO of Premier African Minerals from site. Thank you very much for your time, George. It was a bit of a challenge with some internet connectivity issues, but thank you very much for making the effort. How are things? How's the vibe on site?
Well, Mark, it's exciting and it's incredibly busy at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all good.
Okay.
And I think that we're very, very excited to see what we're going to produce now on the.
What you're going to produce now? Okay.
We're all pretty excited. We're pretty confident. We're looking forward to just having the plant fully running and fully operational.
Excellent. Then have you tried a full plant startup yet, or is that in the next few days, next week? How close?
Mark, I think it's much closer than that. All the major components are in place. Everything is run in situ. Startup sequences have been run on everything. Water balances are underway. We've been saying all the time that we were going to have this going by the end of February. And I believe that we're not even going to have to use the 29th day. How's that?
How's that indeed? Okay. I'm sure people will be pleased to hear that. Let's just quickly go through some of the elements that people are interested in. First of all, the sorters, how are they doing? As a TOMRA engineer, is he gave any feedback? Do you have any feedback on how the sorters are performing? Or will perform?
Yes, I think that, look, I think there are a couple of components to that. First of all, TOMRA are being incredibly supportive, and they have optimized the XRT components, their sorters, to the maximum extent possible.
Okay.
What the other OEM suppliers are doing is that they're looking to utilize the secondary sorters to remove what the XRT is not. So the plan is that the sorters operating in series will deal with an adequate amount of the waste. That's what the OEMs are telling me that they're going to do.
Okay.
It sounds reasonable and looks reasonable. But the most important part is that we've got very clean ore. That's what really matters.
Well, that is very important, isn't it? I was going to ask about sort of any mitigation things that you might have planned in case they don't work as expected. But I know number one of that was the colour of the ore, wasn't it?
Absolutely. The ore that we have on the ROM pad at the moment, and we've done a lot of advanced crushing as well. So we've got quite a few thousand tons ready to roll through the system. That ore is clean. And that's the most exciting part as well.
A few thousand tons of clean ore ready to go. Okay, excellent. And you mentioned the hydrosizer and the thickener. They're fully installed as well, all looking okay?
They're all in situ. The piping is all bolted in, as it were, and now they've got to get the water balances right.
Right. Okay, good stuff. Another question, if you do have to hand sort, will you have a belt? Is there a belt in place? Are you sort of ready in case you do have to hand sort?
Well, if I do have to, I've got spare conveyors at site. I haven't split the crushing units at this point in time because all that we have on the ROM pad is pretty clean and looks like it's going to be adequate.
Okay. Do you think you might see that technical grade spodumene we've talked about before from the beginning, or do you think it might take a few months of optimizing?
I'm pretty sure that we're going to see a very high grade of spodumene.
Very early. Okay.
I think that it's going to come fairly quickly. But it's a future event, and I don't know. There could be something else that trips me up that I don't know about. But at the moment, I think that the feeling generally all round is pretty good.
Okay, and a Prem okay with the current spot prices. an expected grade. It might not be technical initially, but are you comfortable with where you might be in terms of spodumene prices presently and what you hopefully get out the end?
Mark, the prices are not comfortable right now. On a technical grade, it makes life easier. But I think that, and I've been looking at a couple of research notes and commentaries and so on that are coming out. I was looking at one a couple of hours ago that actually is saying that this is bottom time and this is now ready to move up. And I think that the destocking that's been going on that has driven this is generally at an end. So I think that we could see a change in this fairly soon.
Okay, that's good to hear. Just another question on I know talc was a talc contamination last time. What are your feelings on this time around?
Well, this is part of the waste.
Yeah.
The intention always from right up front when we first started this and we first went to the plant providers was remove the waste. That's all. And the talc is contained as part of some of the waste rocks that needed to be removed. With the clean ore that we have at the moment, I do not expect that we're going to have a talc problem at this time.
Perfect. Okay. Well, I think we leave it at that for today. A short, sweet update. I liked what you said, that hopefully before the 29th there, you're feeling good. The activities, aside from the plant on exploration, all going well as well, are they?
Yeah, look, it's very busy. It's a very stressful time, but a very exciting time. And add to it, of course, in Zimbabwe at this time of the year, it's as hot as Hades. So, in the mid-30s is the temperatures we're seeing. So that just gets going too.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, George, and hopefully we'll be speaking, fairly soon, certainly as things start to turn on. But thank you very much for making the time today, George Roach, CEO of Premier African Minerals.
That's a pleasure, Mark. Thanks very much.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.